someone stole our phones. That's right, Ryan and I showed up to the office one day and found that our Google Pixel 6 and Apple iPhone 13 Pro were both gone. But instead of complaining about it, we decided that it would be the perfect opportunity to figure out which platform can help us best recover the devices. I'm Harley and Ryan with Android Authority, and in this video, we are going to be putting Apple's Find My Network against Android Find to see which platform can help us best recover a stolen device.
So we have two devices today. We've got the Google Pixel 6. Is it
just the Google Pixel 6?
It's the Pixel 6. Yeah. And we've got a iPhone 13 Pro.
In green, so very lucrative, you know? Everyone wants that one.
Exactly. So we're gonna try and find out which one of those operating systems is going to get us closer to the exact location of the dirtbag thief that stole our phones out of the office. Like, who does that? Who steals somebody's phone out of the middle of the office? It's ridiculous.
I wonder what he's up to right now.
Hey guys, Adam Burney coming to you from Android Authority. Today we're going to be hiding some phones. That's right, we're going to be sending our friends Harley and Ryan on a wild goose chase through Vancouver, BC. Now, my original plan was to put some distance between us, across the water, taking the sea bus. But now I'm thinking it'd probably be better to put some height between us. See, I don't think the Find My Phone apps are really that good at calculating altitude. So hopefully by going underground or way up high, that'll be enough to throw them off. They have an hour and a half, I believe, to track us down. Let's see if we can throw them for a run.
So as of right now, the Google Pixel 6, it just keeps scrolling. It's unable to find it currently, unfortunately. So what that tells me is that the person that stole the device has not tried to connect to a network yet. Unless we find out where the iPhone is,
then we have no lead.
Then we have no lead. We have nothing.
So for some reason, the phone is offline. Uh-oh. So while we're waiting for this phone to be tracked, I can show you what you would see from the web portal version. You could see that the phone is offline, but you can still, ahead of time, activate certain features like the play sound, lost mode, and erase iPhone, so that when the phone does connect to a network, it'll perform these functions. You can even do notify when found, which I guess will just send a push notification through, I'm using Chrome right now on the iPhone. It will send a push notification when it's found.
So while it's trying to find our device right now, you have options. So you have play sound, you can secure your device, and you can erase your device.
So similar to the Find My iPhone.
Exactly, just like on the iPhone, except for better because it's on Android. So we have until 1:30, and if our thief doesn't connect to a network by then we're out of luck and we fail. So we're gonna try our best to find this phone by 1:30. Hopefully we can leave our location where we're currently at, but we can't do that until we have a general idea of where the phone is. So we'll check back with you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, it's been around like 12, 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's been about 15 minutes at this point. We are running close to being like an hour to our deadline. The phone is actually starting to ping, and it's moving around. It's moving currently, and it is currently, it's over near Waterfront in Vancouver. It's like it could be at the Days Inn by Wyndham downtown. It could also be at this restaurant over here. I mean, there's a few different options. It could be at the Vancouver Club for all we know. So we are gonna go head in that general direction right now, and we'll see what comes up.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm getting nothing from the iPhone.
There's nothing from the iPhone.
There's nothing from the iPhone. So that's really odd. Like I refreshed it.
Yeah.
And it's just not found.
All devices offline. Wow.
What's surprising about this is the fact that because we know that the Pixel 6, which is where the iPhone is, it's in Waterfront, that's already like a densely populated metropolitan area. Yeah. So there should be a lot of nodes to go around to track that iPhone.
There should be.
Yeah, but guess it's not. So we'll go and see.
Failed for iPhone so far. Failed for iPhone.
Yeah. Hasn't moved. Okay. So
it says it is close
we can cross
to the Regal Grooming Lounge.
Uh-huh. What?
which I don't even know
I have
what
never
that is.
heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Okay, that'll be interesting. With both the Android and iPhone platform, you can remotely lock the device. So if you want to actually go ahead and lock the device,
Let's do that. Let's go ahead. We have to include a recovery message and a phone number, which is, they're optional. You don't have to have them, but I'm going to include that. So recovery message. What would you include for a recovery message?
So for a typical recovery message, you'd want to put at least your phone number, your name, and something like, please, this phone is lost, please contact me at blah, blah, blah. Because even if it's not like a robber, you want the coffee shop owner to be able to look at your phone and identify what it is like your phone. They actually prove that it is your phone.
This phone is lost, exclamation mark. All right, so right now, it says right here, our device is secured.
I mean, at least it's a beautiful day
Exactly.
in Vancouver. I wonder what the robber's up to right about now.
I don't know.
Take it too easy on Harley and Ryan, right? I recruited some help from our glorious co-founder, Darcy Lacouvet, and we are on the move. We are going to go deep underground because I don't think these Find My Phone apps can really detect altitude or depth too well. So hopefully that'll be enough to throw them off. Harley and Ryan have activated the Find My Phone alarms, which are going off. I stuffed them in these cases and put them in the glove compartment here, hopefully so to silence out the sound. And yeah, as you can probably hear, we're blasting the radio. They're not gonna find these phones.
So again, I'm just logging into the online portal here with our device's email and password, or Apple ID. And I really hope that we do get a ping on this one, because this will be disappointing, especially because, you know, iPhone was kind of one of the first people to like promote the fact that they have like this node-based system, or really taking advantage of that ecosystem in order to be able to find your phone. As right now, as you can see, like we're still locating it. It's getting there. You know, I'm gonna take a hunch, and I'm gonna just, for the sake of trying things out, I'm gonna switch to Safari, because right now I was just using incognito mode. Let's see if that affects it at all. So, oh my gosh, it keeps logging me out of Find My iPhone. So the first time I tried to sign in, it asked me for two-factor authentication. But let's say I lost my phone and I'm using a kind stranger's phone to lock down my device. But I don't have a second device to do the two-factor authentication with.
Yep.
So how does that make sense? Imagine, what if I didn't bring my laptop out and I need to lock down my device now? For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna put in, because that phone it's a company phone that is tied to my number. I'm gonna be able to do this, but most people aren't gonna have access to a text or verification code through their phone number. Okay.
That's frustrating. That is so frustrating.
It's really frustrating. So I really don't know what's happening with the iPhone here. It would be interesting to see later. And even now, it's locating, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit, but right now it's showing us offline.
Yep. All right, well, let's keep heading towards the location.
We'll keep walking. We'll keep walking.
This is gonna be pretty tough to figure out. Looks like he's at Fan Expo Vancouver now.
So like the convention center?
He's moving around. Maybe he got frustrated at the location he was at, couldn't find what he was looking for, couldn't get it unlocked. Maybe he's going to find a buddy to help him try and unlock these devices and get them on the market.
Sell it on the black market,
Who knows?
You know? If you did, worst case, get into a position where you cannot get your phone back, Apple has made it incredibly difficult to get access unless you have the passcode and your iCloud password. Oh, and that being said too, it's don't forget to enable two-factor authentication when you set up your device.
Exactly.
And when you set up things like iCloud and whatnot.
I mean, there's other problems with two-factor authentication. You know, we know that. There's holes that can be poked in that, and it can always, you know, backfire on you as well. But for these kind of situations where you're dealing with a lost phone, yes, two-factor authentication can definitely help.
Yeah, it's an extra step, but that extra step might be the difference between somebody fully stealing your data, or at least protecting your data despite the loss of the phone, worst case.
So here's the thing that I don't like about the Find My device, is that it shows you where your device is, but at the same time, I'd like to be able to see this and it show me where I currently am.
Yes.
Because if I'm in a city that I don't know very well, I mean, then I'm switching back between Google Maps and the Find My Device.
Right. No, and that's such a good observation. If anything, there should be this kind of implementation of like search mode. Like
Exactly.
not like maybe when you get into, because all phones have a lost mode which locks down your device. Maybe that triggers also, yeah, like the location ping for yourself.
We're just gonna keep going, but imagine that you were in a city that was far away. Maybe you're in Sydney, Australia, maybe you're in the Netherlands, and you've never really been around. You see where your device is, but you don't know how to get there. So, I mean, it could be helpful, but let's keep going.
We'll just keep going.
So right now, it looks like we're about 5 minutes roughly away from the location of the last ping on our Pixel 6 phone. So we're gonna keep moving that direction and start thinking about where this person might have been. If there's a coffee shop, if there's a restaurant, if there's an alleyway. And once we get close enough, then we're gonna hit the sound and see if we scare the you-know-what out of these people. This horrible thief dirtbag.
Yeah. Also, there's your bookstore.
Oh, McLeod's Books. Look at that. Would you look at that?
So while we're here, and now that we've finally got a ping on the iPhone, it seems like our thief finally connected to Wi-Fi. Let's take a look at where each phone is saying the phone is. With the Pixel 6, it's giving a really wide berth, like it's very much an approximate location. But then when it comes to the iPhone, now that we've actually got it connected, it's giving a very, very specific ping. Like it's telling us that it's really around this tiny area. Yeah, like right here. Instead of giving me like a big scope, we've just got a little dot here, which seems to be a more precise indication of where the phone might be. And now that we know that the phone is connected, I'm gonna do the same thing of locking down the device. With Apple, they call it lost mode. So this will let you track a missing iPhone and provide contact information. So I'm not gonna put a number because for some reason I trust this thief. And I'm just gonna say sup, and I'm gonna lock down the device. And now the phone should be completely locked down.
The other question I have too would be whether we get closer to the device and then it starts giving us a more approximate location.
Yeah, that would be a good
Android find.
Right.
So we'll see.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on this.
I'm not giving up on it at all.
Yeah. So let's.
But it is interesting to think that just because it couldn't connect to a Wi-Fi network on the Apple device, that it didn't then try to ping off of other Apple devices.
Yeah, and it didn't give the last location or anything.
It's still giving us a pretty wide berth. We're not close enough yet. Like we still have, we have a few blocks to go. Right now we're only at Howe. We're like here, and we gotta get to there. So we gotta go this way quite a bit.
Looking at the clock, we have just over 30 minutes to go, like 37 minutes to go to find this phone.
And if we don't find it by the time that I have to make that post, we're kind of screwed.
He gets fired. So. This might be the last video you see him.
Exactly, I might be done.
Gosh, we're just gonna get fired for this. Do you think we're gonna find the phone? Make sure to leave a comment down below if you think we're gonna find it before we get fired.
Yeah, Darcy, I'm sorry.
And
I apologize.
Here's the tricky part with any of the tracking apps that we have right now, which is the fact that yes, it's cool that you get the approximate location, but what do you do if the phone was stolen from you and it's on the move? Now you have to find the particular location that the phone is in, which, to my knowledge, the Find My features of both Android and Apple are still quite primitive in that regard, where it won't tell you exactly like turn right or left. I mean, with AirTags and the smart tags from Samsung, they do have the U1 chip or like their ultra-wideband technology in order to guide you in close proximity to the thing that you lost, but I don't believe that has been implemented yet for smartphones themselves.
No, and I mean, look at where we are. Look at this. There are minimum 5 to 6 stories of building that this thing could be in.
And that's the point. It's just also like these tracking features, because we don't have a way they haven't mapped out like floors yet. If, let's say, this device was in a building, how do we know what floor to go to?
Exactly. I look at where he's located, where this thief is located. I mean, he might even be waiting to get onto a Vancouver Harbor flight.
A ferry.
He might be waiting to get onto to a Harbor Air flight, right?
Oh, like seaplane, seaplane kind of thing.
And then if he gets to Vancouver Island, then what do we do?
If we find that phone, right? If the ping starts going into the middle of the ocean, I don't know what we're gonna do, man.
Then
we're fired.
We're out. We're definitely out.
Now we've got 32 minutes to go.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's pick it up. Let's pick
Yeah,
it up.
we got
Harley.
it.
Let's go.
We got to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
But I'm the one carrying the camera here, so.
Exactly.
As you can see here with the iPhone, it seems like there's a lot more confidence in the readout here because it's showing a lot. I just feel, because it's showing the path here, so it's giving me a better sense of where I need to go in order to find the iPhone, rather than just giving me the general area. Here you go. This is for the Pixel 6 right now with the
So
Android
where's the
Find
center
My.
of that pin? Is
These-
it in the same location?
No, it's not actually. The center of the pin
It's off by a few hundred meters.
It's off. It's like going into this parking lot area. But then this one is telling me that it's like right by the road. Because whereas the center of the pin was probably here for the Android device, Apple is telling me to go to the other side of the road to find the phones.
That's pretty signitigant.
Yeah,
That's pretty significant.
So it's going to be interesting to see where we end up and where the phones actually end up being. So why don't you take a little walk with me? We're gonna go up here and then just keep going down that way after we cross.
Okay, it's still not narrowing down our search location.
On the Pixel
I'm gonna
6.
refresh it.
Okay,
Let's refresh.
Good idea.
Do a quick refresh. No, and it's still, and this is annoying because it's still just giving me a general vicinity. I mean,
Yeah.
this is great if I left my phone, right?
Yes.
If I was
And
eating,
you knew
if I was
where
eating
you
dinner
went.
somewhere or I was having coffee and I knew where I put my phone down, yeah. Because if I see that kind of a readout, I'm gonna say, yeah, I was having coffee at this coffee shop. That's for sure where it is. But in this kind of a case where somebody steals your device and they're taking it and they're having a bit of a joyride with it, I don't know where they are. I don't know how their brain thinks. Do we have to start thinking like a sicko, like a sick pervert who's stealing people's phones? What a dirtbag. What kind of a dirtbag does stuff like that?
We are going deep in the bowels underground of the city. Hopefully all this concrete and cement, hopefully it won't block the signal completely, but just throw them off.
Okay. Now that we're in the approximate area of where both phones indicate that they are, we're gonna first try to use the iPhone's Find My feature and try to see if we can really just get it on the first try. So as you can see from the phone, it seems that the iPhone and the thief is behind both Cactus Club and Jackpot Plaza. So we're gonna try to go around the back there, behind, kind of like in this area of the Vancouver Convention Center, and see, hopefully, maybe that the phone and its thief can catch them in the act. Okay, it seems like he might be like
Here,
near
I got
the
an
docks.
idea. I got an idea. Hey, you know what? Hey, Harley, take this.
Yeah.
There's always time for Tai Chi.
They're not gonna find these phones.
Or no, Apple says though it's gonna be around here.
Apple says he's down here
Yeah.
somewhere.
So is he really about to just chill down here?
Okay, hold up. So what Apple is telling us is that our phone is somewhere down here. So basically, I don't know if you want to point or not, but he's basically down around here somewhere. We're gonna just kind of creep along carefully
With a camera,
with
you
a
know.
huge camera,
Yeah,
and
hopefully we don't spook them.
yeah,
you know?
let's not spook this
and
guy.
totally not spook them with the Android Authority branding on your chest right now.
Exactly. And you know what? I played hockey last night, so I am a little bit frisky. I could probably chase this guy down and tackle him, but we'll see what it comes to.
Interesting.
I don't see him.
Could we? You want to try along here? Let's just like casually look along here.
Yeah. Okay, now that we're here though, I want to see, does it get me any closer?
Well, on the Android device.
Yeah. We are here. We're at the location where it says. And I can't figure out how to get us any closer to where we need to be.
Right. So now we're at the initial location that the phone, like the Find My iPhone indicated. But now that we're actually here, we were joking about this earlier, but it's in the middle of the water. The phone is pinging. Is the phone there or on that boat?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Is our thief on the...
Is there a thief on the ferry? No, I don't think it's on the big boat. I think it's on the little boat.
Is he on the...
Wait, I'm pinging this phone.
Maybe he's on the airplane out there or something? I don't know.
Dude, no, I think it's that. I think it's that little boat right there.
So we thought that the Apple one was gonna get us closer, but it
The
turns out
phone
it
seems
didn't.
like it got farther.
The phone got further and further away. So Apple pretended that it had a more specific location for our device when it didn't.
And I
Nice.
already played the alarm.
I'm gonna play the alarm
Yeah, you
on
played
mine as well. Just for posterity purposes, we are currently at
117.
117, so we're closing in on
We're
our deadline.
13
We're
minutes.
about to fail. We're about
Let's
to fail.
get down there.
So, these things have been going off like crazy, the alarms. Thought we might make it a little easier for Harley and Ryan to find us. We're gonna go outside here. These things just keep going off. I bet you they're above us. We are underneath in the parkade.
Oh wait, we're back on the dock. It says the phone is on the dock.
Okay, it's on the dock.
Or like here. Okay. So maybe it wasn't on a boat. Okay, there are a lot of places this thief could go eat.
He could be up the stairs too.
Okay, this is the first time I'm getting an approximate now from Apple. I'm getting a really wide berth here,
Okay.
so that's not helping me now.
Nope.
Okay, so let's go down.
Awesome. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bike path. Oh, there's a patio down here. I didn't even know that. There's a
Wait a
patio right
minute.
down here.
Could it be?
Could it be that he's actually at the patio having a drink?
On company time?
Huh. Wait, well, if we caught this on camera.
Oh, then he's fired
Ooh.
too.
I don't know why I didn't know. I didn't see. And you know what? Even if you know a city, sometimes you don't know it well enough
Yes.
to be able to know about a little nook like down here. So
Yeah, man,
let's
this would have
see.
been a clever.
Here we are, Harley. Come find us.
Clever guy. He's probably
Is that
laughing
him?
in our face right now.
That's not him, is it?
Got the phones out in the open.
Taking pictures right now? No, it's not.
I think what, you got 20 minutes? 30 minutes left? Oh, there he is. Oh, goddamn, they might have found us.
Wait, that's him! The thief! That's him! We found the thief! Yes, we win! Oh my god!
way!
Hey, that's awesome! Oh my god! Hey, with literally 5 minutes spare.
Close.
To go!
I should have stayed in the car. I was in the parkade.
Oh my god, that's where you were!
Giving you a break to come out in the open.
Oh my god!
You said we. I knew it.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
I had a little extra help.
That was good.
Dude, congrats.
Yeah, we made it.
So, what were kind of some of your big takeaways from going through this lost phone excursion?
Honestly, it was that neither one was 100% accurate.
Yeah.
You would wish that you'd be able to, get into a situation where you'd be able to find the perp that stole your phone and have that victorious ending. I mean, from our standpoint, obviously we knew who we were looking for. It was
Yeah.
one of our guys that we work with. But in your case, you might not have that luck. You might not have that luxury.
Like, what would be really cool is if Apple and all these other companies, like especially Android, implement what they've been doing with smart tags. Like with the AirTag, once you get to the approximate location,
Exactly.
your iPhone will guide you with arrows and haptics to tell you how many meters you are from the device.
If it's a situation where you left your device at a cafe or you dropped it while you were on a run, you know where you ran, you knew where you had your coffee. It's gonna be a lot easier to find it. In a more nefarious situation, you're gonna have a lot more questions than answers, and maybe luck will be on your side, maybe it won't.
While the finding, like the actual location feature might not be the best, probably the most important feature of like Find My and Android Find is locking your device and erasing the data.
If you do lose your phone, if somebody stole it, yeah, I mean, you could go and try and find it. You could go out and run around like a vigilante and threaten to pummel the crap out of whoever it was that stole it. But the better thing to do is to report it missing, make sure that you lock the device down, erase all of your data, and don't give that thief a chance to then resell your device. Let him sell it for parts and get pennies on the dollar. And hopefully you got some insurance or something.
Yeah,
But
get-
on
get
that note,
insur-
I
get
did
insurance.
make some promises about beating up the guy that stole it. So let's just
Now I want to know in the comments down below, have you ever lost a phone before? Have you used Apple Find My or Android Find, and were you successful? Were you not? Let us know. And while you're down there, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of when we upload next. For the latest and greatest in tech, be sure to visit us at androidauthority.com. I'm Harley and Ryan, and I will see you in the next video.